I want to do an update on growing lettuce in South Florida, part 2. This is actually a success video, unlike my last one that was a nightmare and I didn't pay attention to it. But let me show you what I have here. First of all, I have a volunteer here. I'm not sure what type of lettuce this is, but it's grown quite large. Look at this. This is totally... First of all, it volunteered in my what do you call it? I forgot the name of this fruit. It's the mangosteen. I have 2 mangosteens here. They're seedlings. They haven't grown very much. I need to put some mulch on this because they haven't grown very much. But look, this lettuce, it might be a Lola Rosa because it's pink. I think that's what it is. Lola Rosa lettuce. It volunteered on its own. It's been out of the direct sunlight because it's real hot here. It's hot all day. You'd think it would be dead by now, especially for a volunteer. The sunlight just barely hits it a little bit throughout the day. I believe the sunlight is so intense that it doesn't need direct sunlight. It just, you know, it grows with the indirect sunlight because it's so bright, which is pretty interesting. So this is, I mean, this isn't something that I did, so I can't give you any tips on this. As far as just if you live in a very sunny place where you can grow Lola Rosa, or probably other types of lettuce as well. It's hot, but the indirect sunlight should do the trick. I mean, if I had a lot of these, I could definitely make a salad or enjoy many sandwiches with it. This is my other mangosteen. It's getting a little direct sunlight, but this is the weaker end of the day sunlight. At one point, many months ago, I put it all of a sudden in direct sunlight and it burned the tips of the leaves, but it doesn't do that anymore. It's not exactly in direct sunlight anyway. I'm going to put some mulch on top of it. Hopefully it'll start growing a lot like my blackberry jam trees are doing. See, they're actually shooting up now. And here is my real awesome Lola Rosa plant. This is my hydroponically grown Lola Rosa. It's beautiful. It looks like a nice little ornament. That's a reddish tips at the top here. It gets mostly indirect light. Definitely not that direct noontime sunlight, or otherwise it might destroy it. But this plant requires very little water. Surprisingly, it has not sucked up much water. It's in like a month and a half. It took a while to start up because it's so hot and it was wilting every day. I had it in direct sunlight for 3 hours a day, but I realized if you can get the nighttime 2 hours, 3 hours of sunset or morning light, you can get it started. Once it grows a little big, just a couple inches, then you don't really need much light here in Florida. I don't know about other places, but the indirect sunlight's so bright that it's good enough. I have white walls here and it reflects the light real well. That's part of it. But just look at how nice this looks, and it keeps growing and growing every day. I'm not sure how much bigger it's going to get. I'm hoping just a little bigger. I mean, all lettuce grows pretty large in hydroponics. And it does look a lot different than the one over there in the pot, but that's just the way they grow when it's in hydroponics, I guess. This is my my spinach. I was gonna make a video about this. They don't grow much bigger than this, even hydroponically. They just can't take all this sun. These are even worse than lettuce. I knew that starting out that would happen. And this is my hydroponic tomato. It's wilting because it ran out of water, and I finally filled it up just 30 minutes ago. And one last thing I want to show is my sunflowers. An update on this. There they go. This is the first one that I had. That one wilted, but it's got more on the side here. And I got plenty more sunflowers. Apparently they attract red robins and blue jays and stuff like that. Growing all over the place. They have some pollen coming out of it. They're very pretty flowers. And they're easy to grow down here, surprisingly. I'm guessing anyone can grow these. Just make sure they have water and some some nutrients, just like anything else. Not much maintenance. Anyway, that's my growing in containers, growing lettuce in South Florida video. You can totally do it. Doesn't matter what type it is, so, as far as I can tell. So give it a shot, especially hydroponically. That's the way to go around here, I would say. During the heat months, you should be able to have lettuce year round. So stay tuned, keep watching. Thanks for watching. Bye.